the ghost ran away. This short story was told by my grandson Timer, who is 13 years old, about his friend Zain Ali's mother Nusrat. Bibi loves and likes Timer very much like her son, a woman of heart and sophistication. When Nusrat Bibi was told that she was expecting her husband, and all the family were overjoyed on this good news, happiness was expressed in the whole house. Nusrat Bibi's in-laws were paying full attention to her food and drink, and she was allowed to do any kind of work. No, after a while, there was an arrival of children in this family. It was her 6th month that suddenly she was being bound in tortures and sufferings all the time, shouting and making noise, jumping, running around the house, injuring the face and body with their hands. She was not conscious of eating or drinking, and was not recognizing anyone. This condition was increasing day by day. Her husband and family were very worried. Doctors were shown that they were regularly treating Jaji, but the diagnosis of the disease was made. It was not happening day by day. Nusrat was becoming weak and a bone structure. It was being told that Shah was under the influence of giants. Their demonic shadow. The perpetrators were approached. They were acting in their own different ways. Fruits, amulets were all being used, but all to no avail. The environment of the house was in a very different state. All the families were in a state of anxiety. Someone told him that there's a Shah Sahib who operates in the city. He is a very good character, highly educated, Sharia compliant, an elderly man of 85 years old, referred to. Nusrat Bibi was taken to them in a very bad and distressed state. They saw her plight, and everyone understood. They said that she was under the shadow of the jinn. She was under the influence of a very dangerous jinn. Bibi can be cured if she is freed from the evil work of all attention was paid to get rid of Nusrat Bibi from this trouble. He always kept with him because he was weak. Physically, he was weak during the operation. The patient made such movements that could not be controlled by anyone. His granddaughter was his helper. In this regard, they thought it was inappropriate. Shah Sahib kicked everyone out except his granddaughter. He kept Tasbih, Surah Yasin, Ayat al-Kursi, and other operations to himself. They started reading loudly in a painful voice. Nusrat started making noise. She repeatedly attacked Shah Sahib and injured him twice on this occasion. His granddaughter was taking care of him. After 1.5 to 2 hours, Shah Sahib addressed Nusrat. He was addressing Nusrat, but through him he was talking to whom he was talking to. Why are you playing evil? Kames, what has this baby done to you? Why have you made him suffer? Nusrat was threatening Shah Sahib by using her tongue to utter foul words. Do not interfere in this matter, otherwise the loss will be yours. Leave him in this condition. I will never let him recover. Shah Sahib was threatening him in a state of anger. He took a long iron rod and told him that will destroy body and soul. At the same time, Shah Sahib was continuing his operations. Finally, after 2 hours of study and mutual silence, Jinn admitted his defeat. He was overwhelmed and was caught. On Shah Sahib's inquiry, he said that he was the grandson of Winda Jinn, the Winda Jinn who had stopped Noah's boat during the storm with his toe by the order of Allah. Hazrat, Noah, peace be upon him, had disposed of him. Nusrat went out of her house to the fields one night, and while passing under a banyan tree, she trampled and injured her playing children. We assume that we will always keep him in torment and suffering. If we are helpless in the process of Shah Sahib, then we do it. Let's spare the life of this baby. Just think that she continues to eat fresh goat's kidney for 10 days and then does not turn to those trees, left his soul, and gradually became free from his possession. After 2 or 3 days, she recovered completely and returned to her old home life. For months later, she gave birth to a beautiful son. Today, that son is Zain Ali, who is Timer's sincere friend, Ayat al-Kursi, Surah Yasin, and the good holy words were saved for him. Thank Shah Sahib, he did all this for the sake of Allah and for the sake of the spirit of serving the people. But he also offered to send Clergy from his house for 10 days for Nusrat. It is important to clarify one thing, that today's science and doctors do not recognize jinn, although it has been repeatedly stated in the Holy Quran that they seek refuge from the evil of jinn and human beings, which is obligatory to believe in. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.